I don't think necessarily the United States should stop trading with them based on the events that have happened in the short past. However, I think it's an important issue that we need to look at and be able to address, because when consumers go to a store to buy something, they expect a safe product. So it's something that we definitely need to look at. I guess my biggest concern with trade with China, not only with the lead paint, is just the human rights record in China, and that it's not necessarily up to par or what it should be. So there's a number of issues that we should look at with China, not just focus directly around the lead paint issue, but also around human rights.
I don't think the United States should stop trading with China. I think the toy companies should stop trading with China.
Cheap things. China's always been the supplier of these cheap items. We can't find people in the United States to do. Have you ever opened a toy? They have 3,000 twist ties in there. You can't get the toy out. Someone has to actually twist those things. You can't find anyone in the United States to do that at $15 or $20 or $25 an hour. That's being done in China.
I don't think you can stop all trade with any country, but I am really concerned about all the products that have been defective that have come into America from China, and lead toys has been the biggest problem, and this is a real danger. When kids get lead into their system, it really impacts their brain and their development. So I think it's something to be really concerned about. What I think we need to do is have better inspections of all the products that are coming in from foreign countries, and that way we can detect this before it gets out and actually into the stores and bought by people. And maybe we need to find a way to make the companies a little bit more accountable for the products they import or have manufactured in China, and that way they will do a better job of making sure that the products are safe when they come in.
And so in the end, we had there's 16.7 million toys were recalled, 48 recalls by the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Of that, 3.8 million were dealing with lead paint, and there was over 9 million that dealt with these magnetic magnets that had lead in them, and lastly the remaining were dealing with just general safety.
And you brought some toys with you today.
I brought some toys to show you, Greta.
These are examples of?
These are examples. Now, I think it's important that the American people realize, because there's been a lot of publicity on this, and some of it is very valid, but the risk is not as prevalent as perhaps the articles would indicate. If I can show you here, we have a little plate of a hot dog on it, and just the yellow part is the part that has some lead paint.
You know, I think there's no saying what goes around comes around, and we're getting back what we've sent out. We've exported our poisons for years to other countries. We export tobacco to other countries and hook children all over the world on tobacco. There's no restrictions on that international. I think we get what we send out. I find it a bit ironic that we have convinced the largest population in the world that they need to be like us, that they need to have the standard of living we have, the number of cars we have, the number of TVs we have. They need a free market economy like we have, and they're going to get it. What that means is that we're not going to have it.
China is finding out very quickly through this that it is not in their best interest, business-wise or even image-wise, to sell things that are not safe. And that's going to have the biggest corrective action on their actions.
The market is not God, in my opinion. And so what we've done is convince the world that we're the best. We've got the best. Even though we're number one in incarceration rates, we've got a higher prison population than any nation in history. We're number one in violence. We're number one in domestic violence. We're number one in community violence. Our infant mortality rate is like 20th in the world when we should be one. We ought to be leading the world in health care. We're not. But we've convinced the world that this kind of free market where everybody can do whatever they damn well please is the way to live. And we've convinced the biggest population in the world that that's true, and we're getting back what we've sent out.